in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Hawkeyes offense will get the ball first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter. And he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most. And there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Complete to the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Leaves him with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Buckeyes offense will take the field for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game is they moved up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fight? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graham. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Makes the catch. It's Graham. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Graham. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
Man, he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole. Quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you got to get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Snags a quick pass on the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll try the run. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good group.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. Turning it on. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Roberts.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's...
And it's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, they just put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The sure hands, it's Graham. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires on the run. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket breaking down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's come.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for you?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it up.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass to a shot on 2nd down.
That's bad. That's so
pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's shipped.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And This guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Pulls it in. It's Peoples. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Off the play fake on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what throws the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play-action fake. Got his man on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And some room to work. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved. Out on the perimeter in space, we can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to swing it on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kick is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. They'll go 5 wide on second and 8. To throw again. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Wants to go up top. Plucks it out of the air. Tackled there by the defense.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
The corners are walked up tight. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking the shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Lost to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's going for it all. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably what he wants back.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
And the D denied him on second and goal. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Hawkeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give on the inside. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. And picking up a 1st down will be nice here, but also important to get some cushion for the punt team. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Patience, brother.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over New Mexico State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back and leaves it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Gives it on the option. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've had this drive absolutely gift-wrapped. How often do you start with a 1st and goal? I understand the fourth down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Find space on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still...
Oh, he's got some space.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Rushes on him. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making play. He'll try to take it back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it their own move. There he goes to the right. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick handoff. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Finding open areas. There he goes.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. We want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Excellent half by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week, you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Using his legs, it's Peppers. Got the first down. Looking for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Quarterback making adjustments. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Slithers into space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Peoples. Now the toss. Got enough for the first. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. After this, it'll be a wrap. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Peoples. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to manipulate the ball down down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA